Some people just want to watch world fun.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed
Makes
it.
top 5 has 98.
I got one more.
Just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. That's right. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the history of bad ideas. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm the power bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm the intern.
Yay! We're all here. It's a Christmas miracle.
Yay!
The gang's
What
all
number are we on?
Oh, I'm sorry. Episode number 362. That was my bad.
magical 362.
It is a very magical 362. According to iTunes, or whatever it is now, Apple Podcast, we're episode 365 on that. So,
Who can count?
I don't know.
I believe them over you.
It is technically 365, but we had some we had some
I don't believe
two-parters.
them. Yeah, two-parters don't count as a new episode.
Apple Podcast thinks it does.
Well, they're stupid.
No, we like them.
I'll still call them stupid.
They're not listening to us anyway.
Yeah, they're not from Austria.
I'm just
They
saying.
just look at the title.
Hey, what happens when we get to episode 369?
69.
Nice.
Big news. We got something from our podcasting host that we are the 13th ranked film and movie podcast in Austria. Big news, everyone. We've made it.
Auf Wiedersehen.
So everybody listening in Austria, guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Österreichers.
Yeah, so we're pretty big there. New Zealand needs to pick it up. We were a little low on them. We were 195. Funny thing is, that's the only two countries they told us about. Don't know why.
We're in the top 200 in only those two countries. So,
Well, the best part is that they sent us an email just specifically for those two countries. I'm like, that's not even like New Zealand and Australia. That's two separate worlds apart, basically.
well, those are the two we're in the top 200 in.
No, we have gotten other 200s in the past. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
for
they
a
are.
while, we were pretty big in America's hat, weren't we?
Canada, we're pretty big in still. We're still big in Canada. They still like us up there. What's our boot?
Well, that's because we give their Canadian of the Year award every year.
We do.
Yes.
We do. Floppy awards are coming up soon. I'm excited.
Where's my bribes?
I don't know. Are they coming?
I have got
waiting on mine.
bribes.
I've got a couple of bribes waiting in the wings. I got a bribe from. Well, I haven't opened them because, we have to open them. Scab Jeff said next time he's on the show, he wants us. He sent a bribe, and his girlfriend Jen sent a bribe. So I've got two bribes still wrapped up, waiting to go.
Dev from Source Point Press also and Deepwater Games sent claim over for us. That's a bribe. Jeff, did you get your copy yet?
I got my copy.
Okay.
I haven't opened it yet, but
Deepwater
I
Games?
haven't.
Deepwater Games?
I have not gotten my copy yet.
You don't like games. So.
I
Okay.
have not got my copy yet.
You were. I threw it at you when you stopped by to drop off gifts this week. I threw it at you.
when I was trying to break through the basement window to get my chair.
Yes. Still sitting in the chair. Still comfy as hell. Brian, I'm happy you're back from the cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was fantastic.
Good.
What
the
level of hell did you
WNBA?
survive?
Sorry, Blake, what was that?
What levels of hells did you survive?
Actually, it wasn't too bad. I only saw 3 pickup trucks with Trump flags running through Gatlinburg.
Did you see an eagle on top of a light-up Liberty Bell in the back of a truck?
I did not see that.
That's a shame. Number 1 fan Doug did, and that's pretty exciting.
Was that like a real eagle?
No. It was a light-up eagle. Well, I guess it could have been a real eagle that they just chained to this Liberty Bell, but it actually was a real Liberty Bell, though. That was the odd thing, that Philadelphia doesn't care.
I'm sure that number would have been exponentially greater had that not been the 30 minutes we were outside of the cabin going to and from our cabin to the grocery store and back.
Were you able to buy alcohol at the grocery store?
I didn't. I mean, yes, but I didn't need it because we brought enough.
Okay, so it wasn't election day, Jeff. So
it wasn't an election day.
Well, no. They changed the law when we were there, Jason.
Right,
they are now allowed to serve or sell on election day.
That is the most screwed up thing.
That was the one thing on the ballot that day. I'm like, you could have just waited till next regular election day for this shit.
Tennessee,
you had to have a special election on a Thursday.
Can't sell alcohol on election day. No, that's the day you want to sell it.
I'll say, yeah, exactly. Damn Protestants.
Hey, down the hall and up the cross.
Otherwise, everything was good.
Good.
Dr.
Dana has she got well rested after her, being in the hospital and all that.
Yeah, she is. Well, I don't know about being back for 2 days, but I don't think she feels very rested now after being back for 2 days. But yeah,
that's all right.
It was good. It was good to get away.
Could you
give it a couple weeks when the horror stories start happening?
Yeah, it won't even be that long.
Could you ask Dr. Dana if she has seen less COVID patients recently? Because after the election, it was supposed to go away. Has she seen that? Has it happened?
No.
Oh.
Her hospital is exponentially growing by the day.
But they said it was going away.
Yeah, I thought the Democratic Party, was not holding up their end of the bargain. I'm feeling really upset here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But you also have to take into account the guy that told you that it was going to go away is also the guy who is taking money from people.
What? Politicians take money from people?
To fund his defense fund for a rigged election that he didn't win.
Let's give Gary Johnson a break here, okay? Let's just give him a break.
Isn't Ross Perot dead? Come on.
I think he is. Who was his running mate? Mondale, or what was that? His running mate? Perot's? Stockton.
Some old
Stockton.
Stockton, yeah. Old Admiral, retired Admiral Stockton, who had the best idea to do in debate what nobody else had the balls to do. That was turn off his hearing aid.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Exactly. This is all bullshit.
Blake, I'm glad you're back. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Back.
Great to be back.
I'm
glad we got our contract straightened out so I could quit going on strike.
I appreciate your suspensions have been lifted.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yes. I'm glad we got that taken care of. Cincinnati Comic Expo reached an agreement with you, Blake, so that's good.
I don't have to show up?
Well, that's actually part of their contract. They don't want you
You're
there.
not allowed to show up.
Have they pushed that
Inconceivable
2022 yet?
They have not pushed it to 2022. With the vaccines coming, I think we're going to have some type of a expo next year, Brian. Come on, let's be positive. September 17th.
Well, that's going to be a hospital soon, so I was just curious.
But we'll be a hospital come September.
I'm just asking. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just asking. I don't know.
I'm more concerned if they do make the Duke Energy Convention Center into a overflow of COVID patients. What's the cleaning regimen afterwards? Because I'm going to be a little worried about that.
Lysol.
That's it.
They'll have to invest in a new air filtration system.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
It'll be bleach. They'll just inject bleach all over.
Bleach?
And lots of sunlight.
They're going to take the roof off.
They'll just take the roof off. And
I think they're going to open the windows, turn the fans on.
If I had to guess, they're going to bid on some sort of air ventilation cleaning thing, and someone from city council is going to get arrested for bribery because of that contract.
For collecting $40,000.
I like how they changed PG Sittenfeld's name to PG Sit in Jail. I think that was pretty classy.
Listeners, if you haven't listened last week, you should. We talked about the Cincinnati City Council. 3 members, unbeknownst to each other, were all taking bribes, and they were all arrested. 3 of the 9. So, Cincinnati, corruption's not just for Chicago anymore. That's actually going to be my. I'm going to run for city council next year. I think we should.
That should be your slogan.
City.
It doesn't matter if I'm in the city now, Jeff. We got 3 people taking bribes. I don't think they care about the standards that much anymore.
You got to start local. You got to start in your little hillbilly town's city council, and then work your way up.
My wife won't even let me do the HOA. She's like,
that's true, because I told you should do the HOA when you started complaining.
I wanted to.
Like, then get on the board and make sure they don't do stupid shit.
My wife said no. She's like, you would burn it to the ground. I was like, but I could get things pissed off. I would get people pissed off.
I do get tired of people complaining about HOAs and they're not willing to put their time in on.
What kind of bribes would you get on the HOA board?
I don't know. Did you say
pie? Bags of dog poop?
Would you get pie?
Ooh.
Brian, I don't think that's a bribe, so to speak.
That's a threat.
I think at one point we had like $75,000 in excess that they're just keeping for a rainy day. So
we should. I think every.
But then the next year it went down to $16. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know.
Well, they stole it all.
Well, I did see gold.
Did they run for Cincinnati City Council?
Yeah.
I've decided after watching the Bruce Willis filmed in Norwood film that I'll be running for the city of Norwood City Council.
Is that
because we have to get? Yes, we have. There has to be a better movie that we can get filmed here, other than that piece of shit.
So you were not a fan of Hard Kill?
I was not.
Oh, that's a shame. Bruce Willis is in it. He seems like a level-headed
guy.
And
he says like 14 words.
That may not be bad. That might be okay.
No, he needed to be anything other than breathing.
Is he on the screen all the time, not talking, or
he's in probably 35% of the movie?
Isn't he the main star?
Kind of. Well, I mean, yes.
Well, he's the star. He's not necessarily
He's the top billed star.
Is he the protagonist?
He's the reason why we're able to get movies filmed in Cincinnati.
I thought that was Emilio Estevez.
He's been in like 7 of the last 12 or 13 movies filmed in Cincinnati.
Wasn't
Bruce Willis has been in them.
Wasn't Gotti filmed here?
Gotti?
Yeah,
Gotti was filmed here. That
was Travolta, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
That was going to be my comparison. Those 2 movies are equally as shitty.
Didn't Blow film some scenes in Cincinnati?
Yes, Blow did.
Yeah.
Didn't I didn't know that. The Johnny Depp.
Yeah, the cocaine drug dealer thing. I thought so, but maybe I'm wrong. Don't take my word for it.
No, we're
No,
right till we're proven wrong.
Hey, was it Blow or was it
Traffic was here.
Yeah, Traffic, not Blow.
Traffic. Not Blow.
Maybe
Traffic.
that's the one I'm thinking about.
Was Hard Kill better than Airborne?
How dare you?
Nothing's better
Airborne's
than Airborne.
Classic.
Sorry.
Airborne's so good.
What year was Hard Kill filmed in?
2019, 18, 19, late 18, early 19.
Did they get the Trump supporter that pooped on the Firestone garage in the film?
What?
They did not get that. They didn't. They weren't able to capture that.
It's about that time frame.
Is there anything?
No.
Was there
Or
anything
maybe that
in
was
the?
2020.
Was the streetcar in the background? The History of Bad Ideas presents the Cincinnati streetcar. Was that in the background?
No.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't go to
No,
Norwood.
streetcar doesn't go to Norwood. Come on, Jason.
It doesn't even go to the
It only
convention
goes
center.
to two neighborhoods that don't need to connect. That's all.
So the movie is filmed, and let's see, they show two cities, like they show a limousine on two streets. They film one scene in the Happy Hollow, which is right down the street from the U.S. playing cards factory, which is where they filmed 98% of the movie, was inside of the abandoned factory.
Oh,
Before they tore it
That's been
down.
torn down. Yeah, it's not even there anymore.
The only thing still standing is the clock tower.
Clock tower, yeah.
huh. Well, okay. So you don't recommend it?
So if there's nothing to do, which nobody has anything to do because we're all stuck at home. But if there's like no reruns of The Office or Friends or King of Queens, Forged in Fire, if for some reason there's nothing else that's working other than Hard Kill.
For some reason, it's the
I'd
only
say-
thing you can get on your Netflix. Everything else is giving errors.
I'd say 10% you should watch it. 90% just take a nap.
Read a book.
Yeah.
Take a look. It's in a book.
The Reading Rainbow.
On the opposite end, Brian, I watched Creed 2 for the first time. My God, is that masterful. That is beautiful.
Did you skip Creed 1?
No, I saw Creed 1.
You just went straight to 2?
No. I love Creed. I love the original Creed. Creed 2, pretty damn good. And it actually makes... And again, I like Rocky 4 because it is so bad it's awesome. But... and the montages are great. But it actually gives... like some depth through Rocky 4 afterwards. You see what happens to everybody. Now, hopefully, Creed 3 does not talk about Tommy Machine Gun Morrison or anything like that. Hopefully, his son doesn't.
So, I believe 3 was going to be dealing with Clubber Lang.
Yes, Clubber Lang's son
At
is supposed to be
some
coming.
juncture, he'll be tying in to that.
Blubberlang?
Yes, Blubber Lang. Blubber Lang.
Yes.
Stallone's not coming back for the third one though.
What?
He said that he thought Creed 2 was a good send-off, and he wanted Michael B. Jordan to stand on his own in the next one. Michael B. Jordan's also directing the next one. That was part of the reason he came back for a third one. So, but I would highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it. I saw it Friday or Saturday night. My wife was working, and so I was like, oh, I wonder what I can watch. And I turned that on. I was like, you know what? About time I watched this. And it was damn good. Also, I'm getting caught up on Cobra Kai. I'm halfway through season 2 finally. I binge watched that.
I finished Cobra Kai.
Did you like it? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. It's very predictable.
Yeah, but still fun. Still fun,
And
right?
I know what season 3 is, but I don't want to say what season 3 is going to be until you finish.
Is season 3 out yet?
Yeah.
January.
Well,
January.
remember, Allie
Yes.
is and married to one of the top children surgical doctors in the country.
Okay.
that comes in later to play, and I bet you that season 3 is going to be that. And gosh, Jason, tell Jason to plug his ears real quick.
Okay, right. His ears are plugged.
All right, my season 3 predictor is that Johnny's going to take over teaching Miyagi-Do, believe it or not, with an agreement with Danny, and they're going to take down, the old man. They're going to get Kreese, and Allie's going to come back for season 3, and she's going to perform the miracle surgery on the neck and all that kind of fun stuff. That's what I'm saying. All right, tell Jason to unplug his ears.
I did like in season 2 when Johnny was talking to who's the main star? Danny.
Yeah,
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio's character, Danny, right?
Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah, thank you. It slipped my mind. I did like when he was talking in the bar. He's like, "What the fuck is Facebook?" He's like, "Don't you?"
Yeah, it is pretty funny. You've reached my answering machine on my smartphone.
It's just, and then when he buys the laptop from the pawn shop and he's calling the
trying to find the internet.
I don't know, call Geek Squad. I don't know what the hell.
It was pretty funny. And then, of course, he goes into, searching for, a wet T-shirt. And
yes.
Stuff like that. It's only natural. But no, it is very good. I found it very good. They're troping the misunderstanding each other, storylines a little too much. But other than that, it was enjoyable and cheesy.
Well, again, this could happen in the last part of the season too. But when they brought back the main bad guy from Karate Kid, who?
Yeah,
John Kreese.
Yeah.
John Kreese. Yeah.
When they brought him back, I'm like, well, that's the way. How do you make bad guy? How do you make enemies friends? You have a bigger bad guy that somebody likes. So I keep thinking
Now, exactly. Now, you didn't hear what my season 3 predictor was, but for the other guys, do you think that makes sense?
I could see it.
You think that's where it's going?
I don't think that's where it's going, but, the first part of your prediction, yes. The second part, no.
Yeah. Well, it is kind of interesting. You find out, Jason. Okay. I'd be interested to see what you think when you finish, because Johnny and Danny are on parallel paths, and then they're perpendicular, then they're parallel, then they're perpendicular. But eventually, I think it's going to play out and it's going to set up season 3 because of eventually what happens. Because even Johnny's like, okay, listen, I'm going to give Kreese a second chance. Everybody deserves a second chance, which is kind of the theme with him and himself. Have you gotten to the boys' night out with the motorcycle trip?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Well, that actually, it actually breaks some. It actually gives some better storyline and some filler, and be prepared to see a bunch of people you haven't seen in a very long time. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
But cry.
Yeah, be prepared to cry because what's going to happen too when they go on the trip as well. It's going to happen, because of everything But anyways. I don't want to spoil it for Jason.
They did renew for a season 4 too, so
that was contingent upon Netflix picking it up.
It's contingent on YouTube. A COVID vaccine.
Well, they said that Netflix said it was the number 1 streaming show for a long time. As soon as they got it, so
yeah.
Jim, have you seen anything?
No.
Okay, now that's why you're best color man in the business, Jim.
I do have a possible Worsley winner story. The guy would probably have to come back and do something else because he lived, but it is deadly stunt. YouTuber shatters skull jumping off 100-foot bridge with no bungee after posting "There's no fun in living a normal life." So he jumped off a bridge, 100-foot fall, and fractured his skull.
Wow. Is he out of the hospital?
Lived?
He lived. He is out of the hospital.
His bungee failed?
He didn't have a bungee.
He just jumped off a bridge.
Well, see,
Sounds like he was trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
But he was on YouTube.
That's the problem. He forgot his bungee cord.
Yeah, I'm a dream chaser. I don't settle for less. I will leave my mark on this planet we call Earth our home.
No, you leave your mark on the pavement 100 feet below.
So was he jumping onto concrete or water?
Water. It was into the Colorado River.
Oh, it didn't have a softener and it was hard water. That's why. That's why. You gotta put a water softener in there. That's why. We have the same problem out here. I turned on the shower the first time I moved into my house out here and
knocked you out.
Knocked me out. I was done. So, Jeff, have you seen anything new?
No, I don't think I have. Not since last week.
Okay.
No.
Blake, anything?
Well, I started the Queen's Gambit. That was pretty. I'm 4 or 5 episodes in. That's pretty good. That's a lot better than I anticipated.
I did watch.
But again,
that.
Joy Anya Taylor's pretty fun to watch. She's pretty good, and it is pretty funny. I mean, when I know it's also kind of loosely based on Bobby Fischer and all that kind of stuff, but so that was pretty good. Around Veterans Day, I got sucked back into Band of Brothers. I haven't seen that for a long time.
Okay, and
that's such a good series. If you ever get the chance, you should watch that. And then I started first episode of Barbarians on Netflix there because I heard it was pretty good and it was interesting. So I watched the first episode and I'm a little disappointed. I knew I was going to have to work to watch it because it was going to be in the subtitles for English, but it turns out I was disappointed because I only have to read half the time.
Why is the rest English?
Well, the German's been dubbed with English overdub.
Oh.
So I need to fiddle with it so I can read the whole time.
Gotcha. Is it better than Vikings?
But it is kind of cool. No, the Romans speak Latin.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the Germans, Germanic languages. So it's pretty cool. Except it's dubbed in English.
Who says Latin's a dead language? Who says that?
Everybody.
Oh, that's right.
Pretty much everybody says it's dead. Except Latin teachers in high school.
That's right. Latin is a dead language as dead language can be, except for when it's killing me.
Well, speaking of things to watch, poll of the week that you can find us on Bad Ideas Podcast. Twitter, poll of the week. Doug, #1 fan, had free premium cable channels this past weekend. He asked, what film should I watch and review for Hobie? The options were Cats, the non-butthole one.
I thought it was
maybe I'll check with Doug, see which one it is.
You should.
I should. Alita: Battle Angel, and Playmobil movie, which I completely forgot about. Ugh. So did America.
Never heard of it.
Last place, Playmobil movie at 9.1%.
Alita: Battle Angel, isn't that on Pornhub?
It is. Pittsburgh's favorite movie. Let's see, and not the podcast, the whole city. And winning 50% to 40.9%. Cats beating out Alita. So Doug said that he is on it. He DVR'd it. It is on his DVR. He will watch that and get us a report next time he's on. So the things he does for this podcast, the things that he does. So there you go. Also, real quick, if you are looking for some great geeks presents, go to Untidy Venus on Etsy. Put in Hobie Pod as your promo code and you save 15%. It's from Izzy from Everything I Learned from Movies. And they got a great. She's got a great shop there. So buttons, pillows, everything she's got. Tons of fun geek stuff. Drawings, posters, everything. And they also have a dinosaur with a purse. So you can't go wrong with that. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
She got any Hobie paraphernalia?
Not yet.
I bet if she did, her sales would jump.
Also, for the listeners that won prizes for our virtual con in October, they have gone out now. So you will be getting them in the next week. So
I mean, the virtual prizes weren't virtual?
They were not. They were actually real prizes.
Post office at work right there for us, folks.
So you will be getting prizes soon. Some of you will be getting Rotten Tail from Source Point Press. Some games, some Funko Pops. So there you go. Some of the people already got them. The local ones did. But the out-of-towners, I've sent them out. So there you go. And Jeff, do you want to... oh, no. Who does this? Blake, you want to do listener feedback? He hasn't been on in like 6 weeks. I forget who does these segments. Blake, you want to do listener feedback?
sir. Bomb listener feedback brought to you this week by Ich liebe Österreich.
I'm impressed you said it right.
Good bless you.
Gesundheit.
Is she Canadian, like Peter Jennings?
Eine helles Bitte.
Did you say Österreich or Österreich?
Österreich.
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 Asterix?
Österreich.
That's an umlaut.
Umlaut.
I would recommend some Mucinex for you guys.
Hofbannhausen.
Okay, guys, just because we're number 13 in Austria doesn't mean we need to spend more time on it. We need to talk.
Österreich.
We need to talk like the Kiwis, okay? So we can get those numbers up.
I don't know how to speak Australian.
What'd you say?
Berry bread.
I don't know how to speak Australian.
Okay, what do you got?
Alice Springs chicken.
Foster's.
Bloomin' onion. There's nothing Australian at Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, no, it's not. It's
the kangaroo.
purely-
They got kangaroo meat.
They got a map of Australia on their wall. So.
Do you mean that the iceberg wedge salad isn't native to?
No, that's Icelandic.
Okay. Okay.
Greenland. But they do have Foster's there. That's Australian for beer.
Is it, though? Is it? I don't know if it really is.
That's some shitty beer. But anyways, all right, we start off.
Well, at least it comes in. It comes by the gallon. So
true. It comes in large amounts. That's the only good thing about it.
there's a reason why all five of us don't get together much anymore.
Anyways, we start from Big D. This guy, his name,
Doug? Number one
formerly
fan?
known as
7.
Eight
Pants.
Yeah, Doogie. He says, since Hobie listeners voted for me to watch Cats, the non-butthole version, right?
I think. We don't know yet.
We should make him watch the butthole version. But
It's got to
anyway.
be better. I heard it's much better.
Yeah. When are they going to put the nipples on?
Ugh. Ugh.
But anyways, he says, since we voted for him to watch Cats, when are you watching Pompeii? I'm assuming he's talking to you, Jason.
Me
not
and Jeff.
Thanks, Doug.
Shut it, Jim. I do have it still. It was
Of course
not,
you do.
It was
You didn't
Bought
all that.
for you.
You didn't put that behind the drywall. When you
No.
rolled up.
Wasn't that one of the virtual prizes you were giving away?
No. So when we finished the basement and built the Bob Studios, I did put some movies in the drywall. So whenever the next owners tear down certain areas, they can find some movies in there. Green Lantern is one of them. Bats is another one. It kind of freaked out my contractor when he was opening up the one wall and he saw Green Lantern or bats in it. He's like,
Bats live in the wall.
Did you mean to drywall this over? Yes, I did. But no,
Hobie Home Videos.
no, Pompeii's still in there. Pompeii is still out. It's in the Hall of Shame, and we will be watching it. So when COVID is over, Jeff and I will get together, and that'll be the first thing we do is watch Pompeii.
The first thing you do when COVID is over is watch Pompeii.
Well, when Jeff and I get together.
He said it. Now, mark it down.
Thanks, Jason. Why do I feel like I'm getting punished for this?
It's
I
either,
just can't wait to go out to bars and be an asshole and drink till 2:00 in the morning again.
is there a curfew for bars?
Well, DeWine's 10 o'clock curfew.
Oh,
Got suspended. The 10 o'clock, but then he put in that curfew where it's an hour earlier, so it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Yeah, the curfew, is still in effect, but the last call.
Yeah, the 10 p.m. last call thing was not renewed.
That's what he should have done to combat all the people who are complaining about not being able to drink until 2 in the morning. Was he should have flipped it and made it from 12 a.m. to 10 a.m.
12 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Oh, so they could drink it all night.
Oh, not yeah, but no, from 12 a.m. to 10 p.m.
No.
You can't drink.
So you can only drink from 10 to 12.
Are we talking about gremlins here? What are we talking about? I'm confused. Should we not
I'm
feed?
lost.
Flipping the curfew.
I'm lost.
Because apparently everyone. Never mind.
Okay,
Moving
Jeff.
on.
Here's your
There's
option.
a point in there somewhere. I think we lost it.
All I know is don't feed gremlins or to give them drinks after midnight. Don't give them drinks after midnight.
No water.
Yes, that's bad. Jeff, here's your choice. We can either watch Pompeii first when we get together or the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Oh, Pompeii.
Okay, there you go. See? There you go. There you go. Good news is we can skip the first 15 minutes because we've seen that already.
Good point. The horse dies. I saw that.
Yes, that's right. God, that was awful. How can I be an optimist about this? I don't know. What else you got, Blake?
Next one is from Thomas. He says, MODOK's new Marvel series. MODOK's new Marvel series on Hulu just released a teaser. How great was this?
It was funny.
It's an
I
animated
didn't
one.
see it.
Yeah.
Oh. It's animated.
Yes, and it is
So
hilarious.
does that mean MODOK looks as stupid as he does in the comic books?
But
Yes.
Yes, and they play it up for laughs, too, because, hey, Jim, it's been a couple weeks since I saw this, but wasn't MODOK running out of money, like AIM, the company he's running? Like they're
Oh, yeah, so they're saying how they're going to get more money. They're talking to the accountant, and yes.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. I don't know. I don't have Hulu, so I won't watch it that way, but, you know, I'm optimistic about it. It's MODOK. Everybody loves MODOK.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. Everybody loves MODOK. Shut up, Jeff. What else we got?
Next one we got from Dana Garden.
Oh.
Would Jim rather have a bar full of people with no masks that tip well, or a bar full of masked people that don't tip?
Well, it's kind of a trick question.
Well, that was the point.
There would not be a bar full of people with no masks on in my bar.
Okay.
I would kick them all out and tell them they're not allowed to be there.
Okay.
So I guess it would have to be a bar full of masked people that don't tip, because at least the business is making money.
True. Okay.
Because
Jim,
we wouldn't make any
your-
money if we're not wearing masks.
Jim, in your experience, you know, being that you're at a local university drinking establishment in which young co-eds imbibe alcoholic beverages, being hidden behind a mask, has that increased topless women in the bar?
Not at all.
Well, I guess I'm not showing up. All right, I'll see you.
Oh, good. Hey, Jim, you're okay. The creepy 50-year-old that, you know, won't be eyeing the 22-year-old. Oh, no.
But I'll be behind a mask. He won't be able to know it's me.
Yeah. The women, what will they do? Those college girls.
Well, they know when Jeff shows up because he's not wearing pants.
That's true.
Jeff doesn't show up.
Hey,
Jeff also doesn't hang out at college bars. I'm sorry.
Hey, Jim, how many times a night when you're bartending do the college girls come up to you and go, "Hey, you got any creepy 50-year-olds that are leering at me tonight?"
No, they just look at me and say, "Stop it."
They're on staff.
Well played. You know, here's my question. So, I know some of the younger generations probably don't give a shit because they think they're invincible, but do you think, like, hookups have, like, fallen by the wayside? Do you think, like, what's that one where you swipe right or left? What's that one?
Tinder.
Prinder?
Yeah, Prinder.
Friender.
We know the priests are fine. Do you think, because I got a story later on about this, but do you think that's, like, affected people, like, hooking up?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Well, it's affected some.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there are some people who aren't going out because of it.
I just know that somebody that I know met somebody from Hinge. Or they probably talked to her for about a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She was actually cheating because she had to leave state and go visit family. But a friend of mine, he met up with her, and he didn't go home last night. We don't know what happened to him.
Have you heard from him?
I have not, but somebody has.
He's in an unmarked grave.
The COVID monster got him.
He's in her trunk,
I
dismembered.
hope he didn't get a DUI.
Moving on. Legal issues.
Allegedly.
Blake, what else you got?
You know, if you say allegedly in front of everything, we can't get sued, right?
That's true. That is true.
That's right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let's see.
Corrections.
Yes.
This is from Big D again.
No,
or is
Doug.
this a different Doug?
No, same Doug. Same Doug.
How do you know?
He sent it to me directly.
Oh, well, there you go. The field goal kicking mule was Gus. Get it right.
Yeah.
You know, with all the trivia knowledge I have accumulated, and quite proud that I do well in trivia contests, I really could give a shit about the field goal kicking mule's name.
But he
I
corrected.
don't
this
care
was in
if you
reference
get
to
that right.
Vanderbilt this
Yeah.
weekend.
You know, we'll get to that in a second. No,
Wow.
first- no.
It was not.
No.
Is Gus a better kicker than Sarah Fuller?
Well, hold on. Time
No,
out,
but
though.
Kathy Ireland was a better kicker
Oh,
than Sarah
yeah.
Fuller.
Oh, yeah. What a great movie that was.
This is my
Exactly.
throwing. This is my throwing hand. Well, Jeff, I think the reason why is because we asked for corrections. Because if we get it wrong, doesn't matter if we care about it or not. And
No, we're right.
we were wrong, so we got called out on it. Either
Until we're
way,
proven
Disney
wrong.
will make a great cartoon film about this. That's all I'm saying. Just make a film about this. Second off, oh, go ahead, Jeff.
I
Sarah
think-
Fuller
but I'm
story?
offended by it. I'm fine with sending the correction saying his name was Gus. It's the get it right part that
Okay,
is,
I got that.
sending me sideways.
I got it.
But we don't
Actually-
get it right. You send us
actually-
in with the corrections.
Disney
We're not
did it
required to
backwards.
get it right.
Disney did it backwards. They did the live action first.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Now they're going to do an animated
Cartoon.
of Gus.
Cartoon.
I don't know. I'm asking them to.
Oh, okay. Just for Jeff.
So Vanderbilt, for the people that didn't know, they started they didn't have a kicker this week, so they pulled
COVID.
a female soccer player to kick off and be the kicker this week. And the best part is on Wednesday.
She's a goalie.
Is she the goalie?
Yeah.
Okay. So on Wednesday they were contemplating it. They were 0-7. Why are you contemplating it? Hell, at this point, replace the whole team with the female soccer team. I mean, what do you got to lose? They lost again.
Couldn't help.
My
They got the game
favorite
to
thing
lose.
on this story is that they've activated her and she's playing, and all the assholes are like, "Well, why don't you just take somebody from the men's soccer team? That'd be much better."
Oh, jeez.
And like Jason Whitlock, the national sports reporter, said that, and it's like you didn't do 8
Homework.
seconds worth of homework, considering Vanderbilt does not have a men's
Have
soccer
a men's
program.
soccer team.
He's the worst.
Only two SEC schools have a men's soccer program.
Could they have
See,
pulled
being
from them,
Vanderbilt,
Jeff?
they should have got
Jim?
somebody from the baseball team, the men's baseball team.
Jim, could they have
The
posted?
men's curling team.
They should have just pulled from one of the men's soccer teams on the other colleges. That's not how it works, sir.
But it was a publicity stunt.
But who cares? They were
But honestly,
0-7.
yeah, exactly. You're 0-7. Who cares? I mean, the coach got fired.
He did. He did get fired after the loss. But I
He
mean,
probably knew he was getting canned and was like, "Well, I'm going to just make a publicity stunt."
But who
And
cares?
He did.
I just think it's hilarious how things like this bring the most fragile, egoed people to the surface.
Mhm.
Like, and I think it's hilarious
you're right.
to see.
It is.
Like,
People get upset over stupid shit because it's COVID in 2020. But you know what? If he really had any balls, he would have brought a mule out.
True.
But I'm just disappointed she didn't get a chance to tackle anybody. I thought that would have been cool. I don't care if she did a squib kick or anything else like that. I'm just disappointed she didn't get a chance to tackle anybody.
Did she kick a field goal attempt? Did she do?
No, they only kicked once.
They got shut
the
out.
entire game.
She kicked off
40.
once.
Yeah, it was like 41-0, and the only reason that she got to kick because they suck so bad is the fact that they had to kick off the beginning of the second half.
And I hope that was a squib kick because it only went 30 yards.
You know what, though,
Well,
Jim?
let's not get into details here. Come on.
Jim, that's still 20 yards longer than the regular Vanderbilt kicker. So she's good. She's got a spot.
And 25 yards longer than we can kick.
Yes. 25. I was going 28.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when the Twins were in high school, their high school needed a kicker, and I was all on board because they were like, maybe we should try kicking field goals for the team. I was all on board until Mom shut that shit down like right away. I was disappointed. I was gonna live and die by that if we could, but didn't work out.
I just, like I said, going back, I just really love the coach. While I'm contemplating it, dude, you're fucking 0-7. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so funny to me. Like I said, the people that get so upset about it. But I mean, females now have a place in the National Football League. There are referees. There are coaches. There are, they're in the National Football League. So it's not really that big of a deal.
Not to go all hog wild on this, but representation on that is big, and I never knew that. I never contemplated that until I had a daughter, and then my daughter looks for any movie, any cartoon, anything, looks for the female character. The Mandalorian had Ashoka this week, and she watched it, and she was like, that's a badass Jedi. Like, she's seen Rey, but she saw her, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, that's awesome. She's got 2 lightsabers, she's kicking ass, and it's like, that's awesome to see. And
what about the magistrate? She didn't like the magistrate? Come on, man.
The who?
What is it? The magistrate? What's her name? She's a strong female.
Oh, in the couple episodes ago?
No, the one she not Cara Dune, the bad guy. What's her name?
Oh, the bad. No.
The city magistrate. What's her name?
I know who you're talking. In the same episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. She did like her spear.
Just said she was the bad guy. She doesn't cheer for the bad guy.
Come on, man. She had a spear made of Beskar, man. Come on.
She loved the Mandalorians that were female, the 2 female ones from a couple episodes ago, or 3, and like she was.
Yeah, that's true.
She was loving it.
Look, that was Katie Sackhoff.
What's that?
Yeah, I know that's true.
Yeah, that was Katie Sackhoff.
And Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did have an interesting conversation with one of my friends about the Mandalorian, and he made a pretty good point. He's like, if you really think about it, he's really a shitty soldier. If he didn't have that armor, he'd be dead several times over by now.
Well, I love the show. It's awesome, but it's true. Like, it definitely plays out like a Red Dead Redemption game.
Yeah,
Go to a
Din
town.
Djarin isn't really that talented. He just has a cool set of armor. That's it.
It's like Red Dead Redemption. Go to a town, meet somebody. They have a mission. You do the mission. They give you something. Go to a town, do a mission.
That's actually Dungeons and Dragons, Jason.
Shut up. Shut.
Where do you think Red Dead gets all that stuff?
Red Dead Redemption 1. Let's see.
Sure.
What else we got?
No, it is. It is too. It's like the Mandalorian. It's like a D&D campaign. You got your main quest, and he's got his side quests, and he meets people. He's got to do stuff. He's got to get the Gumpin, whatever it's called. What's that called?
Yoda.
Whatever. No, not the baby Yoda. Not Grogu. Hey, what about, speaking of Brian, the intern, talking about people getting bent over stuff? How about people getting upset that his name's Grogu?
Yes. I was like, who cares?
My name is Brian.
No, it's Grogu.
No, your name is Grogu.
You are now Grogu the intern.
Grogu the intern.
You kind of look like
Maybe it'll
Grogu.
make you.
You kind of do.
The other thing people getting butthurt about now is Elliot Page.
Yes. Go ahead and
I just
explain
saw
this.
that today.
Go ahead and explain that.
Ellen Page announced that he's trans and is now going by Elliot Page.
Mm-hmm.
and people are just so insensitive that they can't handle this.
We need to recast. What is that? Umbrella Academy. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, season 3. I bet you there are people that are fucking trying to do that.
They are. They said that. It came out today on social media.
Geez.
I'm like, who the fuck cares?
Why don't you tell people to grow a pair?
I just saw something talking about Elliot Page. I'm like, who the fuck's Elliot Page?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Prescription meds over there? What are you doing over there? Blake, did we lose you?
No, I'm filling up water.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it sounded like prescription meds. You okay? You
Wait,
don't get that upset. Yeah, and I agree with you, Jim. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing ever. Oh my God. Are you upset, Jim?
People get upset.
Are you upset, Jim?
It does not affect me one bit, so why would I be upset?
Exactly. Netflix did, I thought, was pretty cool. They did go back in all of his films where it was listed as Ellen Page. They redid it. Elliot, yeah. They said it will all be corrected by tomorrow. I was like, good for them for supporting him. Good for him.
Did you see
the miracles of Word document?
Sorry, not to hijack it any further, but speaking of Netflix, did you see the Chappelle skit or like the little bit that he just posted not too long ago
how he
about
wasn't
Netflix? Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And how they
they took it down,
right? Yeah. And paid him.
Mm-hmm.
Did they pay him?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I thought they took it down.
They did it.
They stopped the Chappelle show.
So, quick story. Dave Chappelle was saying that he was not getting paid by, is it CBS?
Yeah, Viacom.
Viacom. For the streaming rights and by Netflix. Because it was on two different things. HBO Max, wasn't it?
HBO Max and Netflix.
Okay. And so and back when he signed the contract, he's like, look, I admit I signed the contract, but we didn't have streaming back then. You know, nobody knew it was going to be this bit, you know, whatever it was. And so they posted his seasons up, and he begged people not to watch them because he's like, I'm not getting paid for these. So Netflix did the right thing. They took it down. I guess they negotiated a contract with him. That was nice. And then they posted it back up. Netflix did it because they just did his special.
They got him on.
They got a couple of his specials.
Yeah, right. He got his contract with him. Yeah.
So is it back up on Netflix now?
I believe it is, yeah.
Okay.
But the funniest thing was going through that was like him saying before Comedy Central, he pitched the show to HBO, and they said to him after his pitch, "Why do we need you?" Those were their exact words to him. And then full circle 10, 12 years later, without him, you know, his permission, or not that they needed it, but they put, you know, they're streaming his show, and that's how he ended it was, why do you need me? God. All of a sudden, like, you know what I mean? Like,
HBO didn't take it down, did it? Did they?
I don't think that they did.
Okay.
I haven't been on HBO in a while, so I haven't seen.
It hadn't been reported that they did that I saw. Like Comedy Central, I saw was reported.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did watch the Chappelle show was on a couple of nights ago. They had the racial draft one on. Still love that one.
That's one of my favorites.
The white people get O.J. Simpson. What do we got from Jeannie?
The Asians draft Tiger Woods.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wu-Tang Clan.
The Wu-Tang Clan, yeah. The entire Wu-Tang Clan.
I think that Charlie Murphy is by far the best shit that they've done.
My man, Charlie Murphy.
Is that when Charlie Murphy was playing basketball with Prince?
Yeah, Charlie Murphy
had
stories.
pancakes.
Rick James.
It's true Hollywood stories.
Mm-hmm.
With Charlie Murphy.
Rest in peace, Charlie.
That's right.
Charlie Murphy.
My man.
Fuck your couch.
Charlie Murphy.
Real quick.
5 fingers into the face. Slap, bitch. I'm Rick James.
Speaking of Breath of Silence, David Prost from Darth Vader. Breath of Silence. There you go.
And today was the 7th anniversary of Paul Walker's passing.
Really?
Yep.
And how many more movies have they made with him in Fast and Furious?
Just one. It was just one.
Just
Just one.
Yeah. What do we got from Jeannie, Blake?
Let me see. From Johnny, why am I not on this app?
You're too much to handle 3 weeks in a row.
Oh.
She knows it. She knows it.
We do appreciate Jeannie and Scab Jeff coming on last week, especially short news for
Yes,
Scab.
we do.
So that was really nice. That is a nice.
It was nice that we were all in the cabin together, though.
It was.
Jim and Blake and us.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Jeff and I weren't.
Well, you won't give me my
I was
chair
here.
back. You don't get invited.
You don't get your chair back, Jim. I will say that I do love the amount of people we have on our show because we can always find somebody to jump in. It's kind of nice to have that. So it's always appreciative. Us 5 is great, but life gets in the way, so it's kind of nice if somebody can't make it. We always have somebody backing up. Or if we don't, we still have 4 people on the show. So,
And if any of our listeners in Austria want to come on the show, just send Jeff an email.
Or Jason a tweet.
Yes,
You'll
a Bad Ideas
likely
podcast.
get a response from a tweet.
put it in a shrimp on the barbie. Good job, Austria. Good job.
And
They don't even call them
whatever's
shrimp,
in-
apparently.
And we just lost our Austrian listeners.
No, number 13.
You mean the
baby.
prawns? Are you talking shrimp
I mean
or
the prawns. Yes.
Number 13. What else we got? Let's wrap this up.
This one from Professor Number 1 at Eine Kleine Nachmusk. Says, why was the Baltimore
night music?
Ravens game postponed? This pisses me off, by the way. Why was the Baltimore Ravens game postponed after 19 COVID-related sickness? I thought he meant COVID-19.
No,
But
19.
no, he's saying 19 COVID-related sicknesses, but not the Denver Broncos game after all 4 of their quarterbacks were on the COVID list.
It was the timing. Their
I think
game was postponed because it was within their test came up within 2 days of the game versus 4 days.
I think the Ravens are getting a break because their game has playoff implications.
They should have to forfeit the game.
They should.
Yeah,
the
they-
Ratbirds.
Well,
Ratbirds
I don't know.
forfeit.
Pittsburgh's got COVID people this week too.
But Pittsburgh, they're not postponing for the Pittsburgh players. They're doing it because 19 Baltimore players did.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh wanted to play it on Thursday.
Yeah, the
Well,
Steelers
yeah.
players are Steelers
No.
team's still good to go.
Anybody who's going to have people test that close to the game before they can conduct all the testing, the game's going to be postponed. And the test came within 2 days of the scheduled game, and then they postponed it to Sunday, and then both teams had more people test positive on Friday, so it was within 2 days. What?
Jeff Driscoll tested positive on Saturday for the Broncos.
Yeah.
Well, he was already taken out and away from everybody. All the quarterbacks were taken out before.
Yeah, but supposedly the Broncos' social distancing protocols weren't followed, and that's why they're
Either were Baltimore.
more or less
Baltimore,
made
correct.
to.
Baltimore
But
had
yeah,
their
but
strength.
you're right.
Wasn't wearing a mask.
I think
He lied
Baltimore-
about where he was
Yeah.
going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I think Baltimore is getting a bigger break because number 1, it's the Steelers, and number 2, it's a game with playoff contention. So so that's what's happening. I mean, Broncos,
Wednesday afternoon football
Yeah.
couldn't be better.
I mean, the only other way that this could
3
be better is
o'clock
that
Wednesday football, Blake.
both
Think
teams get a
about it.
loss. That's it.
Just think about it.
It's
3
really,
o'clock Wednesday afternoon NFL primetime football.
it's really fucking up my fantasy.
Is
Yeah,
it,
I'm waiting.
Jason?
Well, I already
Josh
won.
Tucker.
Tucker
game
to
and a
catch.
bar.
I need 2 field goals from him.
You can watch the full game at a bar before it closes.
That's true.
There you go. That's how you have to do it now. Yeah.
Is it on CBS or NBC? Which channel?
NBC.
NBC. Okay, so the reason why
Whoever had the right to show it on Thursday.
That was NBC.
Yep.
So NBC said you can play. The reason why it was at 3:40. One of the reasons is they have the Rockettes Christmas special on tomorrow night, and I'm not kidding. And they did not want to bump it, and they said they wanted to do the Rockettes at 8:00, and they said we will show it, but we are not doing it at night. So the Rockettes are a bigger draw than the Flying Rats and the Pittsburgh Cheaters. So look at that.
Yeah. So, but to be fair to the players, despite they play on two of the most hated teams, that you're really asked them to do that earlier in the day is better for them because it at least gives you 12 hours of more body healing. Crikey.
Oh yeah, they should. Do it.
So you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I think they're moving games to Monday and Tuesday. For both those teams to make up for it, give an extra day of rest and stuff. But I'm still anti Thursday night league games if you play on Sunday. I still think that's bullshit that the NFL makes them play on Sundays. I mean, on Thursday nights when you've already played Sunday. I don't understand why they couldn't fit that into like a new bye week kind of schedule thing where if you play on Sunday, then you get a bye week and then play that Thursday. I think it'd be fair to the players and their bodies. But then again, they're making millions of dollars. So what do I know?
I'm against Thursday night football, but I'm with Brian. I'm very excited about Wednesday afternoon football.
Wednesday afternoon primetime football.
How football is supposed to be
10-0 Steelers.
Now you have a reason for drinking in the afternoon.
That's right.
Hey, Brian, how football is supposed to be played Wednesday afternoon.
3:40 kickoff. How God intended football to be.
It's a date for the playoffs. Take it, Jeff.
I'm not singing the WNBA song while you're talking to NFL.
Sorry. The date for Wednesday. Jeff, give me some music, though, for News of the Geek.
News of the Geek.
That was a good one.
I wasn't expecting that mid-drink. Bourbon burns the nostrils.
You know what, Jeff? I may accidentally fall asleep during Pompeii.
Until Jeff knows News of the Geek.
Anyways, here we go. Local news station in New Orleans reported a swingers convention occurred 2 weekends ago, and it was given grief due to not following COVID safety regulations. Approximately 300 people attended the Naughty in New Orleans gathering. Quote, "That's really quite mind-boggling," said Susan Hassig, an associate professor of epidemiology at Tulane University.
Epidemiology? Epidemiology is not hard.
That's what she said at the swingers convention. It wasn't hard. Anyways, City Hall got that one right.
No, but how do you say what's she a professor of, Jason?
Associate. She's an associate.
Of
epidemiology. Shut up! I had enough problems with Paprika. Shut up! Last week.
Oh yeah, for those who didn't listen last week, he did say paprika because he couldn't say paprika.
I could. I just chose not to. In our house, it's called paprika. Shut up, Jeff.
We're talking about deviled eggs. He's like, "Do you put paprika on it?"
I'm an idiot. Anyway, City Hall appeared to sign off on the convention, and organizer Bob Hannaford said, quote, "Masks are the new condoms." Mr. Hannaford did state the fire marshal called the group a model compared to other events they've been dealing with. Per Newsweek, the convention featured a 70-person pool with no face mask or social distancing required, an adult play area where couples can engage in erotic or sexual play, and a sexual freedom parade in the city's streets. The convention did do temperature checks on all attendees, And if a person had an elevated temperature, then they got a COVID test. Even if it was positive, they just let them in.
Yeah, they got the test.
Yeah.
They didn't stop them from.
I was tested, and I still went.
No. I was tested. I'll know in 3 days. Go on in, sir. Don't worry about it. So that's some risky play there. That's some risky play. I don't know about that.
Well, these people are risking their health every time they have one of these. So
yeah, but most of the time,
new disease ain't going to change it for them.
Yeah, but most of the time they do. Condoms, protection. So I mean,
do they? Do they?
I don't know. I haven't been.
I mean, if they're not going to be wearing masks here, they're probably not wearing condoms when they swing.
You can catch an STD if you don't wear a condom, Jeff.
Let's see here.
COVID's the least of their worries. Trust.
Naughty New Orleans, the official Twitter page, has on last week or 2 weeks ago, where to eat and drink in New Orleans. Find out our favorite naughtiest places to tickle your taste buds. Another person asked, why hasn't anyone ever told me about naughty in New Orleans? Let's see here. Let's see.
So it's a sexual freedom parade in New Orleans. Do you throw beads?
Anal. Let's see here. Should we plan on Naughty in New Orleans being canceled, or will the Rona be over by then?
Do you throw beads or do you pull beads?
This is we were planning on booking, but second thoughts now. Oh, that's from March 18th, 2020. It's over. You're fine. I hope you got there. Let's see here. So there you go. One person wrote on Twitter, "This looks delicious." I don't know. I'm a little scared by that. So there you go. If you were in New Orleans and went to it, please let us know. Let's see here.
Actually, don't.
If you want to, please show up to Jason's house.
No. Oh God.
Send photos.
Offering proof that no good deed goes unpunished. British punk rock legend Johnny Rotten has revealed that he has been bitten by fleas on his penis after adopting squirrels at his home in the Los Angeles Venice Beach. That is not even the craziest headline of 2020. That's the sad thing.
You mean the head singer of Public Image Limited?
Yes.
That's what he means, yes.
He told the Daily Star...
I thought Johnny Lydon was the lead singer of Public Image.
He told the Daily Star, quote, "I looked down this morning at my willy, and there's a fucking flea bite on it. And there's another one on the inside of my leg." Let's see here. To deal with a murder...
See, given his history, I'm sure that's not the most scariest thing he's come across on his willy.
Probably COVID.
Rodden had to resort to soothing his itchy legs and groin with Vaseline. Quote, "The only way
hanging out with the Red Hot Chili Peppers."
The only way around it, because I'm not going to blame those poor little squirrels, is to Vaseline my legs. I just hope they don't get the wrong idea," he quipped. Let's see.
Squirrels? He hopes the squirrels don't get the wrong idea?
Yes, that's what he says. That's what he says.
Okay.
The bites seem to have happened despite the fact that 65-year-old with a bad boy public image has been trying to keep the critters independent from himself. He states, "There's no petting. If they want to nudge up, that's fine, but I know it's for a peanut and not because I'm lovely."
Isn't he lovely?
Rodden and his band of squirrels previously made news for him spending, quote, "a fortune."
Dibs. I'm calling dibs on a rock band name for Rotten and his band of squirrels.
I like it. Made a fortune on a
Rotten and the squirrels.
He states, "Wow, do they love me for that?" The musician chuckled. "I'm definitely spending a lot of money on these little fuckers." Yeah, so that's his hobby. Is Mike Tyson has pigeons, and Rodden has that. So there you go. Has squirrels.
Did anybody pay to watch Tyson's Hugfest over the weekend?
One of the guys I talked to at my son's soccer game paid for it. And he said Snoop Dogg described it accurately. It was like my two old uncles going round and round in the backyard at a grill out. So,
round and round.
And I like how it was a draw. Good job.
Yeah.
and a draw. I guess
setting up a rematch.
Yep. Now they did donate a lot to charity. I will say that was nice. I think Roy Jones Jr. actually donated all of his. Tyson's like, I still need some. Tyson got paid $10 million for it.
Ridiculous.
And Tyson said he's up for some more rounds, some more matches. I guess
so. The minimum guarantees for those fights were the minimum purse was $1 million per minimum. So depending on pay-per-view buys and all that stuff, minimally they were going to get paid $1 million. Tyson and Jones Jr. So the Nate Robinson, Jake Paul, or Jake, whoever that was, Jake Paul, I think, maybe.
Logan Paul or
the minimum, what?
Was it Logan Paul or Jake Paul?
Jake.
Yeah, Logan. Jake, whatever. I don't know.
Douchebags.
The minimum, the minimum money that they could have made for their fight was $600 each.
How much?
$600.
And he knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah, I heard Nate Robinson looked pretty good in that fight.
Does Roy Jones Jr. still have all his ear?
Yes, he does.
Then I say that people got ripped.
So
Tyson was too stoned to actually.
Yeah, Tyson was stoned off his gourd because it keeps him less violent.
They didn't have headgear on, but they both admitted that they weren't going to punch each other in the face much. And the ring was smaller, so they couldn't run around.
That's
tire
boring.
each other out.
And they made $10 million fucking dollars for that.
Yeah.
To slow dance?
Yes.
I mean, if you can pay me $3,000 and I'll get in a ring and I'll punch Jason in the face as much as I possibly can.
You can't punch me when I'm on my back doing the turtle defense, just kicking. So
You don't even need $600,000 for that. Just get you a 6-pack.
Jim will do it for free.
Just get Jim a 6-pack.
This is what you get for not giving me my chair back, you ass.
Yup.
And then he hits you with a chair.
Then it turns into a wrestling match.
It always turns into a wrestling
It always
match.
turns into a wrestling match.
Didn't you see Rocky 3?
Jason, have you been watching wrestling?
I watch AEW. I'm excited about tomorrow night. Winter is coming. Moxley is going to lose to Omega.
I haven't watched either in like 6 weeks.
AEW's been decent. Raw and SmackDown, I read what happens online. I read a couple of reviewers on sites. NXT, I have taped. I taped them all, but NXT I put on when I'm working, and then AEW I usually sit down and watch. I still enjoy AEW. And then tomorrow night's their big pay-per-view that's free, basically. Moxley versus Omega for the title. Moxley's losing it most likely. And he should.
He's going to be going away for a while, right?
Yeah, well, the issue is that he is the U.S. something champion for New Japan, and he's going to New Japan in a week and a half, and when he comes home, he has to quarantine for 2 weeks. So they said AEW's going to lose him for like 3 to 4 weeks anyways. So
I thought I had read something that he was going to be going away anyway because they're having the baby.
Yeah,
that's a ways off, but
yeah,
I didn't know if he was just like, I'll take a year off.
Yeah, and I like MLW wrestling, Major League Wrestling. It's on YouTube. They went away for like 9 months, obviously, when everything went down. They didn't run empty arena shows, and they just restarted 2 weeks ago. And the first week was a little rough. Like the wrestlers, you could tell, were not ready for it.
Rough. Yeah.
But then I haven't watched the second
crowds.
No, they have no crowds there. AEW has crowds. I think 1,000, 500. I think they're spaced out really good though. It's in Florida, so by the next week it'll be like.
I mean, they should have full stadiums in Florida. The mayor or the governor down there doesn't give a shit.
Nope. You can take it to the bank. Let's see here. Per Hollywood Reporter, Netflix made a $200 million offer for the new Godzilla vs. Kong film, but it appears HBO Max offered more money, and it will be streaming exclusively, bypassing the theater. So it's a whole lot of money for Godzilla vs. Kong. I love Godzilla, and I love the new ones, but that's a whole lot of money for it. So, of course, I guess Bond... Well...
Yeah, I'm not even going to watch it, so...
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because Bond they were asking $600 million for, so who knows?
So there must be money in movies bypassing the theaters and going directly to video on demand. It's weird.
Well, you figure this is all American. It's going straight to the streaming service in America, but it's going to go to theaters in other countries and make money.
Of course.
Theory. So, not Europe. But Japan, China, Australia, New Zealand. So, let's see here. Jeff, box office news. Are you ready?
Sure.
Do it, Rockapella.
Number one at the box office this week of November 27th, 2020 through November 29th of 2020. We have The Croods, A New Age, making $9.7 million, a total of $17 million in its opening weekend.
That's the highest grossing film since, I think,
of the year.
March, like opening weekend. I'm sorry, Tenet, I think, did a little bit better. Sorry, Tenet was the only other one. Sorry. But yeah, that's actually pretty impressive numbers.
Number two, Freaky makes another $770,000, a total of $7 million on a $5 million budget. Jason's waiting to see that one.
Sorry, Croods 2 was $65 million budget. Just to let you guys know.
Wow, that's a large budget.
Mm-hmm.
Number three this week, The War with Grandpa made $643,937. A total of $17.3 million on a $24 million budget. Let Him Go made $459,000, a total of $8.7 million on a $21 million budget.
I still need to see that.
You can rent it on Amazon.
I saw that. I read the book while we were gone.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to finish that before I watched it. So,
and rounding out the top five, Come Play made $389,000, a total of $8.7 million on a $9 million budget.
The report is that this was outside of the Croods, which there's not a major one opening next week. The theater owners are getting worried because this is the lowest week, because it's slowly everything's shutting down again. So they said So there you go.
Upcoming, these non-major releases for December 4th, we have Black Bear.
A filmmaker at a creative impasse seeks solace from her tumultuous past at a rural retreat, only to find that the woods summon her inner demons in intense and surprising ways. The Aubrey Plaza film.
I'm sold.
I like her. She's good.
We also have Half Brothers. Ooh, I saw an ad for that. Didn't look good.
I got a email for a digital screening, a free virtual screening of that, but I think it was last night. I never heard of it.
So Half Brothers, Renato, a Mexican aviation exec, is shocked to learn he has an American half brother he never knew about, the free-spirited Asher. They are forced on a road trip together, tracing the path their father took from the Mexico to the U.S.
Okay.
We're getting into some Christmas movies here with Dear Santa.
Dear Santa. Dear Santa shines a light on the 100-year-old Operation Santa program of the United States Postal Service. Each year, hundreds of thousands of letters to Santa arrive at the post office around the country. Through Operation Santa, the United States Postal Service makes it possible for the public to safely adopt these letters and make children's dreams come true. The film invites audiences along for the magic of the massive endeavor, traveling the country much like Santa does on Christmas Eve. The film focuses on select Operation Santa centers, some in metropolitan areas like the massive Operation New York City, and others in small areas where the post office is the heart of the community.
Yeah, fuck yeah, post office.
Oh, just what we need, post office propaganda.
There hasn't been a good post office movie since The Postman, so give it a break, Jeff, okay?
Also coming out, we have Billy.
Billy.
Documentary on the famed jazz singer Billie Holiday.
Oh, good. I thought it was going to be Billy Connolly. Billie Holiday, I can watch.
His days at head of the class.
He was great in Boondock Saints. I don't care.
He was terrible at head of the class. And its spinoff, Billy. Also coming out, we have Love, Weddings, and Other Disasters.
It is a multi-story romantic comedy about the people who work on weddings to create the perfect day for a loving couple, while their own relationships are outlandish, odd, crazy, and far from perfect.
Oh, is this a documentary?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Maggie Grace, Diane Keaton, Jeremy Irons, Andrew Batchelor. Yeah.
Well, I like Maggie Grace. She was cool when she got kidnapped. Or should I say, taken.
In real life?
No, in the movie Taken.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Also coming out, we have Evergreen.
Evergreen. I think this is it. Over a romantic Christmas weekend, a young couple retreats to a Colorado cabin where their relationship is tested by haunted past and the sobering present.
Sober. Oh. You don't think that sounds enjoyable?
No. I like the next one. I like the next one.
The cast is Olivia Grace Applegate, David Bianchi, Tanner Kalina, and Amanda Maddox, and that's it.
I never heard of any of them.
Nope.
So it's going to be a great movie because I don't know the names of anybody in it.
I like the title for the next one.
The next one is Nomadland.
Follows a woman in her 60s who, after losing everything in the Great Recession, embarks on a journey through the American West, living as a van-dwelling, modern-day nomad. Frances McDormand. Yeah, Frances McDormand stars.
Well, she's good. And wrapping it up, we have All My Life.
All My Life. A couple's wedding plans are thrown off course when the groom is diagnosed with liver cancer.
Wow, that's uplifting.
So it's an uplifting movie.
Yes. Jessica Roth and Glee's own Harry Shum Jr.
Ooh. So Harry Shum gets to do something else other than dance in front of...
Yep.
I want to dance.
Ooh, Mario Cantone's in that.
No. No one has ever said that.
Do I know who Mario Cantone is?
He's a comedian. He was in.
So he's no Harry Shum Jr.
He was in Sex and the City, the TV show. He was also in a couple other things. He peaked in the late 90s, early 2000s. So, let's see here. Coming up now, we got top 5 this week. Jeff, give me a top 5 music.
Top 5.
Thank you. Top 5 best things about the holidays. Trying to do uplifting. And I know Jeff doesn't like the holidays. But I was trying to do something uplifting.
I like the holidays.
Well, good.
Well, specific holidays.
You know what? I was expecting Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. But you know what, you assholes? I was expecting something else. So go for it. I was expecting 4th of July, Arbor Day, something else, Jeff, just for you. So go ahead, though, Jeff. It doesn't say specifically what holiday. So what's your number 5?
Oh, we're starting
Fireworks.
with me? No, I hate fireworks. People who know me know that. No, my number 5 is my new winter hat.
Oh, let's see winter hat.
Put on right now.
What is your winter hat?
There's my new winter hat.
It's a Viking beard and helmet. I like it, Jeff. I like it.
So that's my number 5.
That is awesome. I love it.
You should wear that next week, all through December.
Maybe I will. All winter long.
Where did you get that at?
I made it myself.
Oh, okay. Where does he get those wonderful toys?
Oh, Jason almost believed it.
Well, you know what? We've been secluded for 9 months. Who knows? Maybe you did. Jim, shut up. What's your number 5?
Holidays suck.
That's your number 5?
Yep, holidays suck.
Okay. Can't wait for your top other 4. Blake, what's your number 5?
Not as sexy as Jeff's hat and beard, helmet and beard, though. All right, number 5 is reconnecting with people that I send one text a year to.
Oh.
I don't think you guys take this seriously. Fuck you, assholes. I was trying to be positive.
I am serious. If it weren't for the holiday, they wouldn't get a text from me at all.
Brian, help me out here, buddy. Come on.
This is something that I look forward to every Christmas. The ignorant asshole debate about if Die Hard is a fucking Christmas movie or not.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what you like about the holidays?
That's one of the things that I look forward to every year at Christmas time. Just like in May, all you assholes who say, "May the 4th be with you."
Well, number 5 for me is, let's see, the smell of pine cones in baskets throughout my house. There you go. I was trying to be sweet and, nice. Fuck you all.
Number 5, potpourri.
You know what, Brian? I'm going to let you pass. You get a pass this week. You know why? Because today is the last day Quibi is alive. It's dead today. I'm sorry. You know what? I'll give you that. I'll give you it. I know you're upset. I'm not making fun.
Put $1 in the jar.
I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying, Breath of Science today, Quibi's dead. Officially dead. I was just saying. Just saying.
$1.
Number 4 for me. Well, I was going to say, but fuck you, assholes. People are happier around Christmas time and holidays, but you know what? I don't think you bunch of assholes. Yeah. There's a little excitement in the air. Well, when you could see people. There's more people that are just happy-go-lucky. Anyway, fuck you all. What's your number 4?
Never come across happy people in December.
Fuck you all. What's your number 4, Brian?
My number 4 is honestly something that I do look forward to around Christmas. Mm-hmm. And it's the just the traditions that you have with your family or things that you do every year together. Those things are, things that you can't lose or they never go away. So I always do look forward to those.
Number 4 for you, Blake?
Movie-thons.
Oh,
I love the holidays. I'll get caught up in whether it's Star Wars, James Bond, Harry Potter, Godfather.
The best is, too, Blake, you're watching these shows and you're like, fuck, it's a commercial. And then you're like, I think I have this on 3 different streaming services. I could just put it on that. Damn it.
I own the DVDs.
Yeah.
Why am I watching the Two Towers again?
Jim, what's your number 4?
Holidays fucking suck.
Number 4 for you,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Trend.
Number 4 for me is holiday parties.
Okay. You going to a lot of virtual holiday parties this year?
Well, not this year. I'm not going to enjoy them this year.
Oh, okay.
But I'm talking about all holidays.
Mm-hmm.
You usually have your Memorial Day party.
Yeah.
People have 4th of July parties, Halloween parties. I like holidays bring parties.
We usually have a bad gift party in December? Yeah.
Yeah, we usually do a bottle exchange party. It's a lot of fun at Christmas time.
Number 3 for you, Jeff?
Presents.
Oh, you know what? That is my... Hold on. Let's see which number. That is my number 3 as well. Good job, Jeff. Good job. Jim, number 3.
When they're over.
Number 3 for you, Blake.
I was going to say the movie Scrooge, but Jim's got that down. Number 3, food.
Fruitcake?
No, fuck fruitcake.
Yeah.
I'm talking about good seasonal holiday food. Like,
Food
I ate
my
turkey for like the past 7 days. Now I'm sick of it.
Number 2 for you. That was number 2 for you, Jeff?
Yep.
Put it on the board.
Food.
I do like turkey leftovers, Blake. I agree with you. I do agree with you on that.
I know, but 7 days is just too much. I had to stop today.
Yeah.
I've got maybe a day's worth left, so
I think
not quite a worth, but
I think my wife finally threw them out today. Just it was like, okay, it's been enough.
Throwing out food?
There wasn't much
That's
left.
disgusting.
That's kind of my number 2. My number 2 is cooking for people.
Oh no! You can't get back into this game now, Jim. No.
I had my 5, okay?
No. Get back.
I didn't have 4 and 5 because I don't like the holidays.
Shut it down,
Jim could only
Scrooge.
find 3 things he liked about him, so take that.
Yeah.
I'll give his 1,
My
2,
number
and 3.
2 was cooking for people because I know I hate cooking for myself, so I have a reason to cook for everybody else. And that way,
that's
do
my
it.
number 2 is eating the food that Jim cooks.
Oh.
So, in fact, I'm actually going to make another pork loin tonight with all the fixings and sides because I have so much left over that I didn't cook.
Cool. When can I stop over and pick up my share?
Tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Can you mail mine?
No.
Just
I'll send it to you with your Christmas ornament or nutcracker.
yeah. Jim, here we'll do an even trade like negotiations with hostages. I got a chair, buddy. You got a pork loin. Same time.
it's not a fair trade.
Same time. I don't know you. Brian, what's your number 3?
Number 3, bourbon.
Okay. My number 3 was gifts. My number 2, let's see here. My number 2 is, I know Jeff doesn't like this film, but fuck him. I like watching Christmas Vacation with my kids. It's been a tradition the last couple of years. My kids can recite the film, and all of us just sit down and watch it, and we watch it a couple times and really enjoy that.
I thought that was a May tradition, isn't it, Brian?
No,
What is that?
Watching Christmas Vacation, isn't that like a May tradition?
For me, it is.
Yeah.
No.
Usually at like 2, 3 in the morning on a Friday night in May.
No.
Yeah.
Jim, in May, my kids and I watch the Star Wars, and then we say, "May the 4th be with you." We say that over and over. May the 4th be with you, Brian.
We have our own tradition where the night before graduation, when we're prepping for the kegs and eggs for at the bar, we clean, and then while we're cleaning, we turn on Christmas Vacation and watch that.
Well, I should say it's not just Christmas Vacation. We also do. My kids really love Elf.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
I know. I like
Do
the
you let
film.
your kids eat the gum that's stuck to the bottom of railing?
Oh God! Every time.
Do you at least turn off the movie before James Caan starts singing?
I was just going to say that, Jeff. I like the film up until that part. I can't stand that part. I can't.
I do enjoy a good Zooey Deschanel film.
Especially dressed like an elf.
Zoe.
Hell yeah.
Number 2 for you, Brian.
My number 2 is Christmas Jesus.
Christmas Jesus.
As opposed to Easter Jesus.
From
Little
Talladega
baby
Nights.
8 pound, 6 ounce baby Jesus?
I just like Christmas Jesus best.
Okay.
That's
I
fine.
mean, you can
Old
have
Christmas
grown-up
Jesus, old
teenage Jesus,
Curled up in his up crib, trying to learn his
bearded
ABCs.
Jesus, or whoever you want. but I like Christmas Jesus best.
There you go.
I always picture Jesus in a concert wearing a tuxedo T-shirt.
He's all hammered drunk.
Still serious, but still likes to party.
Yeah.
That's right.
Blake, what's your number 2?
My number 2, seasonal booze. That's the only time I drink eggnog with bourbon in it.
Great Lakes.
Normally you drink eggnog without bourbon, but you wait until...
No, normally I just drink bourbon.
Bourbon.
Oh, Jeff, nothing like a good old cold glass
Then
of
throw some
eggnog.
eggnog in there.
Nothing like a cold glass of eggnog in July on the back porch.
That's right. And the other drinks I normally wouldn't drink through the rest of the year.
Jim, number 2 is your cooking.
Yep, I get to cook and then eat good food I cook.
Jeff, number 2.
My number 2 was food.
Number 1.
My number 1 is candy.
What type? What you got?
Well, you got Easter candy.
Mm-hmm.
You got Halloween candy.
Mm-hmm.
You got Valentine's Day candy.
Okay, I'm going to move on because you sound like
You got-
Forrest Gump right now.
Christmas candy, which that's the best because when you make Buckeye balls,
What's even better than the holidays is the day after the holiday when you buy all that candy 70% off.
That's true too. Yeah,
That is
the day after.
That is why I am currently still working on a bag of frozen Reese pumpkins.
Jim, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is giving gifts.
Aww. Look at you.
So you thought I didn't take it serious, huh?
Well, I still don't think. Blake, what's your number 1?
Oh, man, good thing I was just on mute there for my jokes. Could have got us in trouble.
My joke was Jimmy calls his penis gifts.
Mine was along those lines, but worse.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Chlamydia, the gift that keeps on giving. What's your number 1,
I
Blake?
didn't actually buy anybody anything.
Was it Christmas the first time you got herpes, Jason?
Second. What's your number 1, Blake?
My number 1, despite all these horrible jokes, is being thankful, realizing that I don't really need anything anymore. I just want things. And I think that's a big difference between the two.
I agree.
I want you to want me.
It's a good song, by the way.
I don't want your life. Brian, what's your number 1?
I hobied this. My number 1 is Rocky 4 and Reindeer Games. Because for the obvious.
If I could change, and you can change, we could all change.
That's a pretty good message for the world on Christmas Day.
It is. And you know,
I have $1. Do you have some change?
Problem.
you know,
Jim?
We need Rocky. He needs to go to the Middle East right now and talk to Israel and Iran and figure out all their stuff and get it taken care of.
He just needs to go to Washington and punch Trump in the face.
hey, down the hall, allegedly.
The president. Whatever.
Well, he's going to be in jail as soon as it's over.
Stallone, what did he do? Jeez.
He punched Trump in the face.
Duh.
Brian, you know what though? To go circle back to the beginning of this episode, Rocky IV's speech there makes it even better because of Creed 2. So it all works out even more. It just makes it even stronger. You know, especially with Dolph.
I won't go that far, but
you know, I was trying to help you out here. Okay, I was just trying, Brian.
I don't need your help.
How's Quibi doing today? Fuck you, Brian.
Another
$1,
asshole. My charity is going to be doing great by the time this is over.
What's your charity?
Like I would tell you.
Well, where else am I giving the money to?
You give it to Brian, and he forwards it to the charity.
Oh, I've fallen for that twice. I'm not doing that again.
When I say that this is over, I will tell you who to write the check to.
Shut the fuck up, intern. It is over. It's over.
Nothing is over.
So I say it's over. Anyways.
Rambo, First Blood, anybody?
My number one is shopping. Not for myself. I like actually shopping and helping out people that look for stuff, looking for good gifts and that. And I get called from several family members, some friends looking for items because I'm obsessed with shopping at this time of the year, like looking for good deals and finding.
You're
stuff,
a deal hunter.
I am, and I enjoy it. So,
You mean online or physically in person going to stores?
no, lately it's been online. I really enjoy trying to find the deals online.
My thrill of shopping has gone away several years ago when all the brick and mortar stores were going away, and it wasn't as fun to go to the stores and shop anymore because we've ruined that economy. But
where do you go?
It is kind of depressing. But now you just go and you just look at the old the remote control car guy that's out there trying to sell you shit, basically.
Well, I mean, where do you go for brick and mortar? Target, Walmart, Best Buy? That's about it, right?
Yeah, well, the mall used to be a fun place to go during the holidays because of all the decoration and the people and.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. You used to have Toys R Us. You used to have Sears. You used to have different places. Now it's like, well, I'm going to Walmart and Target. Have a good day.
Yeah, and now it's like I'm going to Amazon. What can I find today? It's not as fun.
What can I find today that I don't need, but damn it, I'm going to buy because it's 80% off.
Yeah.
So this year we're buying 90% of all of our Christmas gifts will come from Etsy.
Oh, okay.
Using your Hobie discount?
Use your Hobie discount. Hobie Pod, 15% off at Untidy Venus. Look at that. That's a good idea, though, Brian. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's 95%, small business, handmade, putting money into people's pockets to actually put it back in the community.
My wife was buying stuff off Jane is an app. I guess that's kind of like the same thing. I'm not, but she started using that a lot more this year too. So let's see here. We did have some responses on this one.
Oh, before you read the responses, I've been meaning to talk about this, but since during my my ban, and can you guys not watch an Audi commercial and not think of Jason C. Brown?
I don't know why.
Audi is spoofing Drunk History for their commercials.
Oh, I haven't seen any Audi commercials.
Yeah. I haven't seen the commercials. So.
Oh, you should. Well, you go to them, and they got a couple of couple reenactments going and buying the food there, and it's all Drunk History spoof. And I'm like, I look at an Audi commercial now, and the only thing I think of is Jason C. Brown.
Well, you know what you could be doing? I don't know. How about you getting Jason C. Brown on the horn here to show up on an episode here? Just saying.
Let's ask him about if he's doing the Audi commercials.
Get him on the horn there, Blake. Come on. You have one job to do on Hobie. Get Jason C. Brown on the show.
All right, I'll see if I could get
send him
Jason
an email.
C. Brown. I'll send him a contact. Tell him we want to interview him about his work on the Audi commercials.
That's fine. Because
that brings up one of my honorable mentions. Talking about car commercials about the holidays.
No, not car commercials. Audi, not Audi.
Brian, what is it? Your honorable mention?
Oh, you said Audi. I said Audi. I say Audi. You say Audi.
Wait a minute. You're not talking about the car, Blake?
No, I'm talking about the food store.
Oh,
ALDI? Oh, geez.
Yes.
You need to learn how to pronounce the L.
Yeah, take it from me.
Aldi.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Anyways, Brian, what's your honorable mention?
All right, I'm going back on mute.
One of my honorable mentions about the holidays, another thing that I look forward to are the commercials about people who go into crippling debt buying each other cars for Christmas.
The best is the husband and wife both getting them.
Yeah. And how, I mean, I can't believe she picked the one that he wanted. Like, what a bitch.
When they go out
for Christmas.
They both have cars up there. They just look at each other like, oh, shit.
It's like the gift of the Magi.
There's $1,200 a month.
Easy.
Think about that, Todd.
I'm sorry, Margot. I wasn't thinking about it. I was more impressed with the bow I got you. Look at the bow.
Yeah, how much
And
do
the
the
bows
bows
cost
cost?
$500. Like a bow that size, you can't like just go to like Walgreens and buy it. Fuck, so dumb. Anyway, that was just one of my honorable mentions.
Well, okay. Let's see here. We have. Let's see. I think they sell the bows at Aldi or Aldi's. I'm not sure. One of them. I can't remember which one. Let's see. Doug, #1 fan. He said specifically Christmas Day for the holidays. No more trying to decipher addresses on Christmas cards. No more delivering 500 packages in a day. Yeah, you only need to deliver one that day. No more starting work at 6 a.m. and ending at 8 or 9 p.m. No more working in the dark. And 1, Die Hard. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
It still gets dark at 4 o'clock in January, Doug.
The cinema guys, Brad, had snow.
It doesn't get dark until like 4:45. Come on.
Brad
Fair enough.
had snow. I can agree with that.
I can't disagree with that anymore.
#4, screw you, Brian. The smell of cedar. See, he has potpourri too, so shut it. Eggnog, A Christmas Story, ugh, and more snow, although we didn't get much here. Honorable mention, Kurt Russell as Santa Claus.
I heard that was bad.
Which one?
Kurt Russell
by
was
the
Santa
way,
Claus.
Christmas Chronicle.
That's his
That's
final
what-
role. That's his
retired?
final role. He's retiring after that. Yeah.
No. Good for him.
Yeah, because I think they're making he's making a 2 or
Yeah,
a
the second
sequel.
one just came out.
2 is out already on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his last role. He said he's ending it there. That's the last role he wants to finish with.
Good for him.
So he wants to finish his career on a low.
Or playing a respectable person.
RJ Holt, 666. He's not evil. Just handle it that way. He had watching good Christmas movies, houses decorated with lights, the Cincinnati Zoo Festival lights, and time off work. You know what? I agree with that. Love time off work.
That was supposed to be on my list. How did I forget that?
Nisi.
Taking time off.
Our favorite nurse from Indiana. Not Cincinnati, though. Christmas tree lights up the living room. Shopping online. Hate the source. I said not. Never mind. Christmas playlist.
Keep doing your thing, man.
#2, snow weather or boot weather. #1, not getting up at 4 a.m. for work. Good call. Brian, did Dr. Dana get a message from Chewbacca yet? I nominated.
Not yet.
Okay. Chewbacca, the new guy playing Chewbacca, he is giving out free video thanking medical workers, medical personnel working right now, especially with COVID going on. So I did nominate Dr. Dana, best nurse in Cincinnati, but we have not gotten word back yet. So I will be bugging him every single day, just to let you know, until she gets one.
Don't. Oh, great. Now Chewbacca's going to hate my wife. Awesome. I don't even know who that is.
Jordan.
He's a former Lithuanian basketball player.
Yeah. But we're getting him. I'm going to get you a free video. And that's why I did it, too, because I know you don't know Star Wars. So that made it even better. I was like, well, of course. We'll get that. Kevin from Cincy Explorer had National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Buckeye cookies. Buckeyes. Putting up ornaments.
They're not cookies.
Christmas holiday-style beers. And giving and receiving gifts. Honorable mention, Little Cokes. Let's see here.
Little Cokes?
Yeah, the little Coca-Cola bottles.
Yeah, those little, they're perfect for
those little
Coke mixes.
8 ounce
little shots of cocaine you get on the holidays.
Right.
Coke bumps.
That's why I grew out my pinky nail.
Dev, the Psy guy, had time off without using vacation. Die Hard is on pretty much all the time. Get the fuck out. hot toddy, buttered rum, and eggnog. I don't know what a hot toddy is, but it doesn't sound good.
Hot toddy's a Christmas drink.
Oh, okay. Gifting terrible fruitcake to my enemies. Oh, good news is we got fruitcake here the other day from Dev. So, number 1, boozed up hot chocolate and warm apple cider. So there you go. Let's see here. Bad idea of the week, number 1812. Making a holiday-themed top 5 list when Jim's on the show. So we won't do that again.
How many times have I told you how I feel about the holidays?
I'm just trying to get you.
Continue to rub it in my face.
I'm trying to do it like Bill Murray from Scrooge. I'm hoping you see the way, but instead you're just stapling antlers onto mice.
It's like calling me multiple times on New Year's Eve when everybody's out partying and drunk and I'm working.
Who would do that? Anyway, so title.
Next time I'm drinking a mulled wine, I'll think about it.
Just real quick, did anybody else have any honorable mentions this week?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had about 13 of them.
Nope. Anyways, moving on. Titles for the show. Jeff, what you got?
Let's see. I have It Comes in Large Quantities. Grogu the Intern. Bourbon Burns the Nostrils. Rotten and His Band of Squirrels. Number 5, Potpourri. I Don't Need Your Help.
I have that.
And now Chewbacca's going to hate my wife.
Chewbacca's going to hate my wife.
I Don't Need Your Help. You Sound Like Forrest. Kangaroo Meat. And Blubber Lang. Like Blubber Lang. Brian.
This is allegedly a podcast. Bourbon Burns the Nostrils. Hobie : the Butthole Edition.
Nope.
Do not watch the movie Hard Kill with Bruce Willis. It sucks. And
Josh Gad has no butthole.
yes, Josh Gad still, to this day, has no butthole.
Jim, what you got?
I didn't write anything down this week. I was lazy.
Best color man in the business. I do like the Now Chewbacca Will Hate My Wife. I like that one. And I Don't Need Your Help. Thoughts?
Blake, did you write down any titles this week?
Jim hates holidays.
That's every week we could have put that. Jeff, you get to pick.
Ich liebe Österreich.
Ich liebe Österreichers.
Big in Austria. Can we do that? Jeff, your pick. I Don't Need Your Help or Now Chewbacca Hates My Wife.
Oh, I got to pick between those.
Yeah.
I was going to pick Grogu : the Intern.
I'm not spelling
Colon.
I guess I will pick Now Chewbacca's Going to Hate My Wife.
Okay.
Or going to. Is it going to or going to?
Going to.
Goina.
Is it Audi or Aldi?
Is that a soft U or a hard L?
Anyways, thanks everybody for listening. We appreciate it.
Hey.
Try to take some time and enjoy the holidays. We'll see you back next week. Don't be like Jim.
Jason C. Brown said he wish he worked on the Audi commercials, but I still think we should bring him on and ask him nothing but Audi commercial questions.
Well, talk to him. Get him on the show. Blake, let's be real. You have one fucking job all year long is just to get Jason C. Brown on the show, and you have failed all 2020. So let's fucking do this. I mean, come on, Blake. Come on. Get on your horse here. Get up there.
Yeah, tell him we're now on video.
Yeah, we're on video now. So Tom, come on. So
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Tom, I want to talk to him about Avatar World at Disney. Thanks everybody for listening. And Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets. There's a history, not so bad. There's the history. It's the history bad, so bad. The History of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.